Hello, world. Markets always reward patience. Again, markets always reward patience. So, in my last video, I had explained, I think I dropped that video Sunday morning, and I called out the fact that there were some warning signs that I'm seeing that I don't like. So far, each of those warning signs are playing out. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a magician. This is the 10,000 hours plus of time, effort, learning that I've put into analyzing markets, looking at patterns, reading about other people's strategies, and just coming up with my own way of doing technical analysis. One of the things I've learned to be level-headed really comes from, again, shout out to Camel Finance on YouTube. His strategy about cycle trading is probably one of the best strategies that has been working out for me so far. And it keeps me level-headed because his key methodology is the fact that the catalysts don't matter, right? The idea is to focus on the cycles. Whatever the catalyst or the narrative will be, it doesn't matter because the news will come up with something as the catalyst. But if we focus on the cycles, we can expect what is to come. Anyway, so I had stated new moon cycle, 21st, boom, that played out. We had a dump. Talk of something on the 23rd, which was yesterday because I'm filming this early morning Wednesday. So Tuesday, 23rd, again, I didn't know what was coming, but it didn't matter. That played out. We got a dump in the market. Now, lastly, the 29th is when we're supposed to have the daily cycle low for the market. Again, even though I'm using Mara, it doesn't matter. SPY, Mara, Bitcoin, at this point, they all follow each other. So I use the same chart to track every single one of them. So we're expecting a daily cycle low on the 29th. Hopefully, then we bottom out. The only problem where I'm a little sketchy here is the 29th is a Monday. So I don't know if we bottom out on Friday or we bottom out on Monday or a day after Monday. It's hard to say, but this is the daily cycle low window. So let's look at the chart for a quick second. You can see what played out here looking at the Mara chart. This is where we took a huge dump Monday morning, even though the moon cycle was on a Sunday. So that's why the 21st didn't play out exactly on Sunday because market was closed. But we dropped on Monday and we dropped on Tuesday. Huge red flags here. Also, if we look at the MACDs and the RSI, these are all trending down. So to me, this is saying the dump is not over because potentially we're going to go lower here. And then if we look at the Bitcoin chart, this to me looks like a small head and shoulders pattern. And based on the distance of this head and shoulder, if this is the head and these are the shoulders, I feel like Bitcoin wants to retest the 200. So the 200 is right here. So I feel like Bitcoin wants to retest that 200, and that 200 is sitting around $103,000. So I feel like we're going to retest the $103,000 level for Bitcoin. And that's probably where I'll be looking to maybe go back into the market. So we'll see how this plays out. You can see here a little bit better. I think we're going to retest this 200 here. And hopefully, assuming the cycle is not over, we retest the 200 and boom, we go back higher to create a new high. So time will tell. But that's what I'm looking at right now. Our base case remains the same. The only signal that's flashed out of my 7 signals is the first signal, which is just our usual Bitcoin timeline. Like I said, the most likely scenario I'm looking at is we top out sometime in late October. Watch my previous videos. I don't like to recap. what I've talked about in previous videos. But if you want to make sense of all of this, watch the videos again. I think scenario 2 will most likely play out. I'm tracking this as a game. I have 7 signals that I'm tracking to identify the Bitcoin top. None of the other signals have flashed yet. So that's the update I have for today, and we'll see how this week unfolds for the rest of the week. Thank you.